Dulwich Hamlet arrive at Bridge Avenue this evening looking to book a semi-final spot in the Alan Turvey Trophy at the expense of host AFC Hornchurch. The Hamlet were 5 minutes away from a massive win at league leaders Bognor Regis Town on Saturday, only to be pegged back and left with just a point for their troubles. Jamie Maskell and Dipo Akinyemi are both cup-tied as Gavin Rose makes 7 changes, including giving Mohamed Mohamed a first start and a debut to Panutche Camara. Hornchurch continued their outstanding form at the weekend, winning 5-2 at Great Wakering Rovers in Division 1 North, a result which means they've lost just once in the last 22 league games. Striker Leon McKenzie reached 30 goals for the season in that win by netting a hat-trick, his 5th of the campaign, but he's been given a night off, one of 3 changes made by Jim McFarlane. Dulwich have yet to beat the current incarnation of the Urchins here, but can they reach the last 4 for the 7th time in their history, or will it be the hosts for the first time? Here's Drage. Quay Taylor now. Ming on the outside. Uses Taylor again. Bit of a bobbly pitch and Taylor has given that away. Ross Wall in possession now. Good ball wide, Taylor. Sorry, Thompson now. Good attacks for Hornchurch. And the shot on goal in the end is a disappointment. Styles, who's not scored since the beginning of the season, got 4 goals early on in the campaign. Fires over. I've seen more of the ball the last couple of minutes. Mohamed around the corner. Merrill Williamson. It's this area of the field that Dulwich has seen the majority of the ball, though. No, not anywhere dangerous. Sekajja, Mohamed Mohamed, Camara. Tried the fancy flick. Erskine keeps it alive. Flicks it wide for Ming. He'll cut infield. Gears up the shot. Deflects away. It's a throw-in. Dulwich's first shot on goal in this one. Saw Ming score a sensational goal a week ago. What can they do from this? Nesbit delivers. Flick goalwards. Cooper around the back. Chance it and in. It was Kenzer Lee who was forward from defence. I think he might have flicked on initially. Kept alive by Nathan Cooper. And Lee's goal-bound shot was deflected in by a Dulwich man. No real goal-scoring chance in this first half. It's 37 minutes gone. It is the hosts who have the lead. Flicked on around the back. Good ball in. Taylor volleys clear. Styles. Support from Bentley here. So they got their tails up. And Bentley comes forward. Coker. Can he find a shot perhaps? Yes he can. Drills over. A lot of power from Tobi Coker, but too much. Blazes it over at the near post. Drage away. Erskine. Sekajja. Erskine again. Dulwich did have a man over there. Thompson turns inside, on he goes. Good run, and held by Preston Edwards. Hornchurch ending the half as the stronger side here. Edwards with his first save of the match. Chambers. Merrill Williamson. Again takes on Cohen and beats him on the outside. Still Merrill Williamson. Lovely skill. Low ball in, well blocked. Mohamed back wide with the Dulwich winger. Camara tried to send it goalwards. Erskine. Sekajja 1-1. Dulwich do equalise on the stroke of half time. Their first real chance of this game. Sekajja buries it into the back of the net. Well, Merrill Williamson starts off that move. Well played from him to get forward. Mohamed kept it alive. Erskine helped out as well. And Sekajja buries a shot, his first goal in 3 months or so. And Dulwich have been poor in this first half and second best. But they'll be level at the break here, 1-1. McKenzie, top scorer of the season with 30 goals and scored 6 in this competition, the top scorer in the Alan Turvey Trophy this season. Is not in the squad altogether. Kept in bubble wrap for greater things in the league. They're 3rd in the league. Aspirations of rejoining the Ryman Premier, division they left in 2015. Here's Sekajja, Erskine, Panutche Camara, and go for goal from distance. Took it fairly early. A lot of power in the shot from Camara. Not enough dip on it. Dulwich's first sight of goal in the second half. It's Panutche Camara who fires over. We've had one corner in this game, and it led to a goal. Nesbitt to take from that far side. And Styles gets a header on goal. Free header in there. Places it over the crossbar though, the Hornchurch captain. Lovely skill from Alex Bentley this time. He finds Wool. Can't find room for the shot for the time being. Has support from Tuman. Wide to the other side now. Near side with Thompson. Beats Morale Williamson, does he? Yes, he does. And beats Beanie. He pulls it back. Coker must shoot now. Saved by Edwards. Defended by the legs of the goalkeeper. Coker with space in that penalty area. Found the shot. Repelled by Edwards. Dulwich sloppy defensively there. Thompson excellent on the attack. Here's Sekajja dropping deep. Holds onto the ball well. Nick up with Camara. Again though, when he's been on the ball, it's broken down. In the story of his night, unfortunately. Hornchurch have an advantage here. Wall flicks it on towards Coker. Dulwich might be exposed here. Coker, can he roll it around Taylor? Trying to hold him off. Can't though, and Coker fires it home. Atones for his miss a couple of minutes ago. And Dulwich for the second time tonight find themselves behind. Well finished by the Hornchurch striker. Ross Wool, give him credit for winning the initial header. That put the Dulwich defence under a bit of pressure. Thought Taylor had held off Coker effectively when he found the chance. Fires it high past Preston Edwards. Hornchurch retake the lead in this one. Erskine coming off for Tomlin. Like for like change there. As I say, certainly has been Erskine's night quiet from him. And there is indeed Panutche Camara who also makes way. Dulwich, remember, haven't beaten AFC Hornchurch since they changed their name, the new club, on this ground. 1 draw and 2 defeats. Like it may be continuing. Lovely ball. Thompson towards Morris, pokes it goalwards, only stabs it wide. Maybe put off by the presence of Matt Drage. Defender did enough. Morris can only steer it wide from close range. Good find by Abs Thompson. Now got 6 minutes to play. Time ebbing away for the visitors. Tomlin rolls it wide. That's a nice ball outside the boot. Sanchez Ming pulls it back. Tomlin edge of the area, takes a touch, goes for goal. Brilliant equaliser. Well, that's what someone of Gavin Tomlin's stature brings you. Tremendous strike from the edge of the area from Tomlin. In great scoring form at the moment. He created that move as well. Played the ball initially to Ming. Sanchez Ming with the presence of mind to pull it back to the edge of the area. Tomlin with his 13th goal of the season. Buries it into the far corner, and Dulwich for the second time tonight have drawn level. Dulwich spare the anxiety of penalties and win this outright. Carew, it's a lottery then, if it does go all the way to penalties. Tomlin, shouts of handball, referee agrees. The once from a free kick this season, but everyone who saw it will know how famous a goal it was against Worthing. Even Dimitri Pyatt's seen it. Two-man wall set up by Rob Budd. Will Carew shoot from here? Yes, he does. It's all the way through. And Carew may have won it for Dulwich at the end here. Not sure he got a touch from anyone in the middle. The goalkeeper was unsighted as it curled towards that far corner. And Dulwich, perhaps undeservedly, find themselves 3-2 up with 2.5 minutes to play. And whipped him with a lot of pace, Carew. So the body's flying for the ball. It's nestled in the far corner. Just like Tomlin off the bench, it's the experienced players in the side that have turned the game in the favour of the visitors. And they're well set to go through to the semi-final. Still So it's coming back at them. Chambers gets his head to that. And Tomlin can bring it away. And Dulwich are into the semi-finals of this year's League Cup. 67 minutes on the clock. Gavin Rose introduced both Gavin Tomlin and Ashley Carew into the fray when they were 2-1 down. And it was those two men who changed the game in their favour. First Tomlin equalising and then Carew with a free kick firing in the winner. Hornchurch have been the better side tonight. I don't think anyone can deny that. They led twice through Kenzer Lee and a tremendous goal from Tobi Coker, firing high past Preston Edwards. In between those two goals, Ibra Sekajja had levelled things up at the interval for Dulwich. They stutter their way into the last four and they'll travel to Tonbridge Angels later on in the season for that game. Final score then at Bridge Avenue in this Alan Turvey Trophy quarter-final. AFC Hornchurch 2, Dulwich Hamlet 3. Gavin, it's fair to say tonight was a bit of a sluggish performance all round.
It was. I thought we controlled the game in the first half. I thought we had possession, but didn't really look like threatening or scoring goals. Our goal we scored was sort of out of the blue, to be fair. I thought they defended as well as they could in the first half. I didn't offer that much, apart from the set piece. In the second half they came out a lot more physical, kept us in our half a little bit more. We struggled for a good 25 minutes. And then our two boys we brought on, Ashley and Gav, just added a little bit of quality and control to the performance, along with Kenny. And I felt that's what the difference was tonight, really.
It was a tough game to start off with. They were right in our faces, and it took us a long time to adapt to the game. Once we got going and a few substitutions, we started to play some good football and got the result in the end, which is the most positive thing.
I'm going to say, having the likes of Gavin Tomlin, Ashley Carew, Kenny being on the bench, it's good options to have to change the game, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. It's not going well. You just go to the senior lads and they come on and they set the standard straight away, keep the ball better, move it, and end product exactly what we needed.
This season we've been prone to wasting chances. Tonight we didn't really get into the attacking third. A bit disappointment from your end that the first touch letting us down in and around the penalty area. Yeah,
a little bit more of a trickier pitch to play on, to be fair, so your touch is going to be a little bit more tested. But we didn't do very well approach play. I think our decision was not that great in terms of build-up play. We just sort of overran the ball, chose the wrong pass and things like that. So it wasn't great today in and around their box. But funny enough, we had sort of 3 or 4 chances and scored 3 goals.
What do you think was missing from the performance in the first half today? It just didn't quite seem to get out of first gear. What was it on the field that you felt wasn't going quite right?
I think, personally, even myself, we was just trying to play too prettier football on the pitch where it wasn't really on to play, so we were putting ourselves into difficult situations where if we would have turned them for a bit and just opened the pitch up a bit, it would have been a bit easier for us. Tonight
gave a first start for Mohamed in midfield. How did you rate his performance? And it shows his development's coming on nicely that you've given him 90 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he looks like he could have played another 9 minutes. The boy, he just plays the game naturally. Very few mistakes. Works really hard. And he just takes to it like a duck to water, to be honest with you. Got a lot of talent. When he trains with the first team, he seems to do really well in training as well. So they're not surprised, and we're not surprised of how well he's done against a good team in the league below.
He's been training for a few weeks with us now, and he looks like a good player. He doesn't hold back. He gets stuck in, gets on the ball, moves it. So he looks like he'll have a long career if he keeps doing the right things.
And do you see yourself as a role model for him, as like look up to as someone who's made that step from the academy to the first team?
Yeah, definitely. I'd give him a few words and just tell him to keep working hard and never just to give up, or just if it's going hard, just keep working. Just least you can do is work hard.
As well, Panutche debut, quite a raw player, I think it's fair to say. Maybe a bit indecisive at times when he should be releasing the ball. He's trying another turn. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's one of those that he would look back on the performance. Maybe we'll show him a little bit of the clips as well, and he'll see how many times he lost the ball without needing to, unforced errors. And if he can just keep that lower, the natural ability will start to shine through. But again, he hasn't played for about 3-4 months, so you are going to be a bit rusty. But yeah, good talent, and hopefully we can see a bit more from him.
Team's hard to beat in cup competitions this year, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Can't complain. It's a semi-final, I think. So hopefully we can get to the final and win this, and then get as far as we can in the FA Trophy and hopefully win it.
Obviously, I know that you guys want to finish in the playoff positions, go up in the league, but how nice would it be just to have a bit of silverware at the end of the season?
Exactly. As much as the playoffs is potentially the most important thing, I think winning a trophy, if not 2 trophies, will be a positive for the club anyhow.
I think over the years we've all learned that it's good to be competitive in every competition. Try your best to win them. You never want to start a game thinking, oh, we still had to lose this game. It just creates a good environment for the dressing room. It means that we do less training, and I prefer matches anyway. I think players prefer matches. So if we got games in front of us that we can win, why not win them?